Welcome back. This is our ninth Enneagram personality. I hope you've been following along and enjoying it. What I want you to understand is that we all have patterns that sabotage us. And those patterns are based on the limiting beliefs that we formed as a child. And unconsciously, these patterns run in the background or unconsciously, like malware on a computer. And the create patterns that sabotage us from happiness, from getting along well with others, from living our best life. And so, my goal is to teach you to understand what makes other people tick, but most importantly, who am I and what do people value in me? And if you learn the Enneagram, it is one of the fastest ways to self-growth. It has the 9 levels of the patterns that you have, so you can really look at those upper levels and change your patterns and reactions and have personal growth to live your best life, to become a more conscious person, to become a life that's more enriched and I use the term juicy. It's the basis of all my coaching because it is very quick. Some people can go to therapists for years and try and figure out who I am. That's very difficult because every personality reacts to you differently. So if you don't know what your core values are, what people value are you, what your natural gifts are, what people love about you, if you're still searching for those, it can be a very jagged road. And in just a very short period of time, you can actually, I call it an operator's manual. I have I have profiles on each of the 9 types, and it's an operator's manual that will give you lots of information on yourself and how to become your best person. So here we go. I'm going to quickly review the other 8 personalities. The one perfecter personality came to believe that they needed to be perfect in order to be loved. And so they are all about the rules and black and white. And there's a judgment. There's a critic that's inside of them, judging them 24/7, therefore outwardly showing judgment before growth. The 2 supporter personality loves nurturing and caring, came to believe that they must give love before they're loved back. Therefore, they unconsciously, their value they believe is in helping and nurturing other people and not looking after themselves and can become intrusive helpers. What? I was shocked when I learned this about myself and often looked for people who are victims and people who, I enabled some of the patterns in them until I learned about my own personal growth and how I could be better and serve others better with a higher consciousness. The 3 achiever came to believe that what they did and what they achieved was more valuable than who they were. So their focus is on achievement and success. And that can get in the way of relationships before growth because they are focusing on their business. They can be on a beach. I gotta take this call. It's really great. You can be out for supper with them. They might go on like a 40-minute call. This is a really important deal I've got to do before growth. The 4 expressor is the most dramatic, sensitive, emotional personality and came to believe came to believe a sense of abandonment in their life and so are always looking for what is missing. The 5 contemplator is the introvert. They came to believe there would never be enough resources for them, so they have a sense of avarice, always pulling back on their time and energy with other people. The 6 questioner personality is the fear, worry personality, always looking for what can go wrong in the world, and are also the most loyal and funny personality types. The 7 optimister is the fun, upbeat. It's all about fun in their lives. They came to believe that the world was too serious of a place, so they wanted to be more positive. So they are looking always to the positive, reframing everything to the positive, and having difficulty dealing with the more difficult parts of life or when life gets really tough and hard and the pain comes in. The 8 asserter personality are our leaders, our controllers, the very strong personalities. They came to believe that weak people are taken advantage of. So they are looking to be strong and be protective of other people. And now here we are at the last of the 9 Enneagram personalities, the peace seeker. The limiting belief is the world makes people unimportant, requiring them to blend in with no conflict, with no need for attention. They focus on peace and harmony and avoiding conflict, see all points of view, likes routine, natural negotiator, easygoing, mellow, lets others lead, and they just want to go along with the flow. They aren't pushy or threatening. They are very likable. They are the nice personality. Seeing all points of view equally makes decision making difficult for them, and they want others to accept them and life to be comfortable and harmonious. And so their energy often is, the good news is their energy is often very stable, firm. The bad news is, not bad news. The other side of that is their energy is easygoing, stable, and like this until they learn their path of development. What else do I have to tell you? Challenges. They have difficulty making decisions because they can see all points of view, everybody. They have difficulty making decisions and deciding priorities. It's very difficult for them to put themselves first. Procrastinates. They often get sidetracked. They like their comforts. Oh, to take them out of their comfort zone is a real growing pattern for them. May find change difficult. They don't pay attention to their own agenda or needs, and they suppress their anger about that. It's always a dichotomy in our personalities. We don't put ourselves first, and they're uh, annoyed and angry with people who don't put them first. But when you do put them first, they're uncomfortable with that. We go round and round with all these scenarios in our personalities. Their relationship style. They make comfort a substitute for love and worth. They ignore their own priorities. They ignore themselves. They merge with others. Easygoing, laid back style, and they're undemanding. And so the great thing is they can be easy, laid back, and undemanding. The challenging thing is they can be easygoing, laid back, and undemanding. And so you can say to them, well, let's go for supper on Saturday night. Where should we go? Oh, it doesn't really matter. You go wherever you want. No, I need to know where you want to go. Oh, no, you decide. And then along the way, if they decide that they don't want Chinese this week, instead of coming to you, which might cause conflict, which they're uncomfortable with, they just won't tell you. So they'll either be late or they'll be grumbly about going when really they've been given the opportunity to have a say and they haven't taken it. That's a pattern of the 9. They're friendly, warm, sensitive. They're nice. They're sweet, centered, wise, comforting presence, good listener, accepting, non-judgmental. Really, probably one of the personalities that are the most non-judgmental. Makes others feel comfortable and safe. To get along with them, they avoid conflict at all costs and seeks harmony in their environment. It is said that they falter on the altar of harmony. Where I lost my place. I get telling things here. And this makes it difficult for them to make personal decisions. Then they feel taken advantage of. They may say yes when they really mean no. Be patient, give them time to come to their own decisions, and give them options for choice. So instead of asking them directly, where do you want to go? It might be difficult for them to think their way quick enough to where they want to go. So if you give them option, would you like to go Chinese, Italian, pizza, or is there something else you might like? And then give them the option and then say, if you change your mind, between now and when we go out, then just let me know and we can change our plans. Then they feel heard. They don't feel pressured to make a final decision and then be unhappy with it. For the peace seeker, realize not speaking up causes conflict. Be decisive. And if you change your mind, inform. If you need time to make a decision, say, can I get back to you on that? And set a timeline to follow through. So here's some famous peace seekers: Kevin Costner, Sandra Bullock, Renee Zellweger, Jennifer Aniston, President Obama, the Dalai Lama. So President Obama, even though, he was a very evolved peace seeker. And when he was in power, what I saw is he wanted to make peace with the other countries. Let's talk this out. Let's get this together. Let us get together and come to a resolution. He was a very strong peace seeker personality. He was seen as the white knight of the United States that was going to bring peace to the world. The Dalai Lama as well. So I hope you have enjoyed these little snippets. There's just so much more to this that I want to tell you. So much more you can learn, but the most important thing to understand is the Enneagram has a path of development. You can begin to identify your sabotaging patterns. You can begin to change your patterns very specifically to patterns that will get you more a foundation of knowing who you are, confidence in yourself, liking yourself, and loving others. Ooh, I had a tickle in my throat. I had to pause. What I will tell you is the Enneagram can open up a whole new world. What I will tell you about the Enneagram is that it will open up a whole new world to you. A world of understanding what makes other people tick, what makes you tick, how to become more confident, the foundation of your life, what you need to feel emotionally loved, what kind of partner you are, what kind of leader you are, what kind of boss you are, and how to become the best person you can be. For me, it has been absolutely life-changing. It is the foundation of my coaching. When I get myself into a ditch over something over here and spiral down, I know exactly what it was that put me there and the patterns I need to incorporate to get me out. So please leave your comments. If you have any questions, I offer a free call on my website, eileenhead.com. There's a free test on my website as well, 9 paragraphs. I'll verify your personality afterwards, and I'll even do a little reading for you. And I guarantee you it will open up a whole new world to you. So please leave your comments if you found this helpful, and watch for the next video coming soon.